Hey, I'm Greg Clement, and this is Matthew Cloutier, and we are the creators of outRise. And I want to take a second to really explain what it is. It's a social experience platform which is going to allow you to find, create, and share life's experiences, right? So it's going to be a mobile app that we launch later this summer, and we're actually super excited, super pumped because we're going to be starting the company right here in Cleveland, Ohio. So I want to take a quick second and just explain how the technology works. Like, talk about what kind of experiences you're going to be able to create and share with outRise.
Thanks, Greg. So, Greg and I started outRise because we wanted a better way to create, plan, and share experiences. And we really, really needed a way to do those things on a more frequent basis. And it was taking us tons and tons of time independently to plan our experiences. So, in Greg's case, he loves going mountain biking and off-roading. I like going cycling and surfing and doing all sorts of kind of outdoor adventure things. And so when we started the app, we really started to look at, building one that could do those type of activities. But then we realized that there was tons and tons of people who wanted to build experiences like historical tours and adventure walks and city tours and build trips for their family. And so what we have started to build or created now that we're launching in a couple weeks is an application that will allow you to build any multi-stop experience with this application.
So when you open the app, wherever you're at in the world, you're going to see hundreds of different experiences. So things like adventure, food and drink, you're going to see arts and cultural type experiences, even like nature and planet focused experiences. So we're talking about creating the perfect date night or the perfect Saturday afternoon with the family, right? You could do a dog friendly city walk, or you could create a foodie adventure. When you talk to people, what are people getting excited about?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing people are excited about here is that every Friday you can sit down on your couch and decide what you want to do on a Saturday. And you can decide what you want to do for a 2-hour trip on a Saturday or a 10-hour trip on a Saturday. And let me explain to you a little bit about how that works, okay? So let's say Greg and I are sitting in Cleveland and, we want to start figuring out what we're going to do with our families on the weekend. So, I'm going to go on and say, hey, I'm in Cleveland, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of relevant stops that are in and around my area that I can start at. So I'm going to say Cleveland, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of things that I want to do. I'm going to go in and say, well, I want to do a family trip for this weekend. And so it's going to give me all the experiences or stops that I can do with my family. And then I'm going to be able to select each one of those, or any one that I like. When I select any one of those, I'm actually going to get a full set of details about each one of those stops. So I'm going to see pictures. I'm going to see notes left by other people who have done those experiences. I'm going to find out where it is, when it is, where it's open, get as much relevant information as we possibly can. And as we grow, there's going to be even more information left by the community there for you to make your decisions about your stops. Now, this is where it gets really, really cool. So now you're going to have this huge itinerary of all these different stops that you're going to want to do. And when you say, I want to save this experience, it is going to make a route for you. So you're going to be able to have the most efficient route to do all the things that you want to do in that experience. And when you press start, it's going to give you turn-by-turn directions so that you don't get lost.
Yeah. So really the app makes it super easy for our users to create cool things to do. Again, whether it's a night out, a Saturday afternoon, long distance motorcycle ride, it brings these things to life, essentially.
Correct. And I think, it's going to take, it takes that load off the planning, and it takes that fear out of, hey, I don't actually know where I'm going. A lot of people don't explore because they may have this kind of, hey, I don't know where I'm going, and I don't have somebody who can tell me what's going on. But with outRise, we're going to help you get to where you need to go. And we're going to give you all that information that you would get from a trusted friend or a local or whatever it is. So I think it's going to take a lot of that fear out of getting out and travel. And ultimately our goal at outRise is to get people outside, exploring, seeing what their backyard has to offer. And look, we've all been inside for the last couple months, and we are absolutely itching to get outside. And I think outRise is going to be a great way to help you get outside, help you explore your backyard without, without having to go too far, without having to do too much, and you can stay within the rules of whatever your state or province.
So really everything is right there. You have the map, you have directions, you have the photos, videos, even notes left by the creator to really help people maximize the experience. So we're going to show you how long it takes. We're going to show you how hard it is. We're going to show you where to stop along the way. So essentially what outRise is doing, it's turning your phone into this self-guided adventure device, right? We think it's going to be pretty incredible for sure. And we're building this to be the digital infrastructure for social experiences really worldwide. And even though we're launching in Northeast Ohio first, our plan is to go live in the App Store later this summer, right? But we had this idea, and we call it Creating Cleveland. And the idea was, what if we could get an early version of the app in the hands of people here in Northeast Ohio and let them be the first creators of experiences, right? So our goal would be, so when we do go live in the App Store, we want to have a few hundred experiences loaded up so people can just go explore it.
That's right. And we're looking to you guys to bring your creativity to these experiences. Remember that, Northeast Ohio, you guys are going to be the first people that get to touch this. You're going to get to comment, interact with Greg and I about, the things you like, the things you don't like, the things we can improve. But what we really, really need from you is to put your all-out passion into making these experiences. You're going to have the chance to show off, some of the coolest places in Northeast Ohio for the rest of the world. You're going to be able to show your passion for the city and support your local restaurants and shops and stores and really bring things to life. And I think, again, in today's time, it's going to be a really important thing to do.
Yeah. So we think the absolute best part about life is when we are experiencing the world with people we love, right? And that's what the company is about. We think we have a real chance to show people how mindful creation is so much greater than mindless consumption. I grew up in Cleveland here, and we have a couple different businesses here. RealFlow, which is a software company, and then if you like corn mazes and apples, you've probably heard of Mapleside Farms. And I think it's going to be super cool for outRise to have been born and raised here in Cleveland, and that's why we're focused here first. So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for people with strong passions or unique expertise. We're looking for people that love to take pictures or love to blog or just love life. We're looking for adventurous people who might be into history, people who love going outside, right? So if you already have a niche, then we can help show you how to build an experience around that. But even if you don't, we think the best creators are going to be the ones who just love to share. So if you want to be part of this, then just let us know on this page. We already have a few dozen people who are really excited about this. So just leave your name and email right below this video, and then tell us what types of experiences that you're going to like to create, right? We're up for pretty much almost anything, and we're going to help you bring that experience to life with outRise.
So like Greg said, creating experience is going to be super easy with outRise. You can make it as intricate as you'd like or as easy as you'd like. You can use your cell phone and just walk around and take pictures and contribute to creating an experience that way. Or you can do what you would do for one of your YouTube videos or Instagram stories and use camera equipment and drones and whatever it is and edit it and then put it in outRise. So really sky's the limit for how big or how small you want to make your production.
And we want to be 100% positive community. So we're not going to let people thumbs down or really write negative reviews or comments. We're really building this to encourage people to get up and get out and to explore the world. And one last thing that we want to talk about, obviously COVID has definitely affected, everybody here in Ohio and really across the country, right? Matthew's out in LA, and they're talking about being shut down through the middle of the summer. And so we so we're taking a safety feature that we were working on, and we're going to have it ready for MVP launch. It's going to help people get an idea of how many people are doing an experience at the exact same time as they are. Then they can make the decision if they want to, do that experience now or save that for later. So I think that's a cool component about the app.
Yeah, and Greg, we're going to also notify people when a stop has become overrun. So let's say, we're all going to a botanical garden, or we're all heading to a haunted house, or we're all heading to somewhere, even Mapleside. It will tell you, hey, look, there is, over 100 people here, and maybe for the next 2 hours, you should, divert your route and go somewhere else so that you may be safer. Look, we're not trying to create panic. What we're trying to do is allow people to explore safely. Yeah. We all know we're in this position, and we have to be prepared to, be malleable in these times and situations. We want to make sure that everybody who uses Rise is safe. We want to make sure all our experiences are safe, and we want you to enjoy to the maximum your days. And, that's always been our commitment with outRise, to make you enjoy to the absolute maximum, have the absolute freedom to do what you want to do at the time you want to do it. And I think some of these features will allow you to do those things more freely in this COVID-19 world.
I think one of the best things about this safety feature is it's going to let the user make the decision, right? Because we have people on both ends of the spectrum here, and we're going to put that power in your hands to be able to make that decision. Again, save it for later or do it right now. So, we wanted to just thank you for taking a minute and watching this video, and we hope you're excited to be part of creating Cleveland. So again, opt in on this video and just let us know, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
See you soon, Cleveland.